Hello world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to codingscientist.com. You are watching Autonomous Drone Bot Zero to Hero series. It's a special series, of course. So, guys, this is going to be a short lesson. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to hook up your receiver, wireless receiver to PixHawk, right? So, when you bought your transmitter kit, you would have received this kind of small little tiny box receiver. The transmitter which I have is from Fly Sky. This is a pretty standard 6 channel transmitter. It's called a 6 channel transmitter, and it's pretty handy, and it's called FSI6. It's called FSI6. And along with this transmitter, in the box, within the packaging box, you get a receiver, and this has got multiple input and output pins. You can see there are ton loads of pins here inside this, and I'm going to show you how to configure, how to connect this to our PixHawk. So basically I am referring to the Ardu pilot ardocopter.org site, which they had provided a pretty neat circuit diagram and explanation. So guys, the reason I'm making such short videos is, as I said a couple of times before, this is absolutely for beginners, zero to hero. How to do wire by wire, connection by connection, line by line, circuit by circuit, code by code, bolt by bolt, nut by nut. So that's how it's going to be, right? All right, so let me switch over to the web browser, and let's take it from there. So if you look at this, if you go to ardupilot.org, and this is the actual link within the docs, right? So I will share this link at the description below. This particular section has the radio control system setup and instructions and stuff like that. You can go through this instruction. For those of you who do not understand these jargons, you can reach out to me. I will be happy to help you one on one, and we will take it forward from there. So connecting the receiver, basically, as you can see in the circuit drawing, this comes with about three different pins, right? One is the signal pin, the power pin, the positive rail, and the ground rail, and then which is connecting to your PixHawk, the first railing, right? So that's how it's also mentioned, do not connect receiver to SB. That's risky. These are output pins. So there is an input pin and there is an output pin, if you can see it on the screen, right? So connect the S bus or PPM some receiver. So here the connection, basically, let's not get into the DSM stuff. Let's just connect the receiver first, and then we will take it forward from there. So if you go to this link, as per this link, the first rail, of course, is going to be the ground pin of PixHawk. The first top pin is going to be the ground pin of PixHawk. Okay, so let me just switch over to my screen. Let's take a look at it here. So the first one, the first railing here, if you can see it on the video, let me try to bring it close, right? So there are multiple pins. The first one here, it is mentioned as RC and SB. Do not go to SB, go to RC. The first RC, three different pins, you can see it here. There are three pins in the RC section. RC, it's written as RC. Can you see it here, guys? RC, the first one. And then what you need to do, so in the receiver section, on the receiver side, you can see the first channel, which is written as channel 1 ppm slash channel 1. So that is the one which actually you will be connecting to your PixHawk. Okay, rest of the channels will be used for controlling your motors, connecting your brushless motors or even servo motors. We can also control DC motors, which I will show it to you at a later stage. So on the PPM pin, the PPM channel 1 pin, there are three wires at the bottom. If you can see it here, you have to use this section of the railing, this section, not the top railing. Okay, top one is for different purpose, which I am going to talk about that at a later stage. Right now you need to use the bottom, these sections. Okay, in this section, the first railing, okay, the first railing, this is how the wiring is. The first railing, you have to plug this. The white one is on the top, which is the signal pin, basically. Okay, the white wire is the signal pin, and the red one is the positive rail, and the black is the negative rail. Some of the wires are actually, brown, red, and black, or yellow. So do not get confused. The red and black, or red and brown, is always a positive and negative, and whichever the third color is, that is the signal pin. In the receiver side, the first pin should be the signal pin. Make a note of it, guys. It's very important, because if you hook it up wrong, it's not going to work. Your transmitter receiver is not going to work. Okay, so you see it here. It's written PPM channel 1. If you can see it here, my camera is not that good, but yeah, you can manage. The first one, the first which is written PPM channel 1, and this is the PPM channel 1. So the white wire on the top, the red wire in the middle, brown wire at the bottom. That is how it should hook up. Now the other end should go to your PixHawk first rail, which is mentioned as RC. Now let's go back to the Pilot site, and let's see what it is written. So in Pilot site, the first one is the ground pin. If you look at the circuit here, the first one, the top section, is the ground pin. Okay, now let's go back. Let's go back here. The first one is the ground pin. So ground is obviously the black one. So black should go on the top like this. It's a bit tight. You have to push it a little hard. Okay, all right. So if you can see it here, this is the way to hook up your receiver to your PixHawk first railing, that is the RC railing. Okay guys, I hope it's clear. Can you see it here? The color coding is very important. The pin is very important. If you hook it up wrong, it's not going to work. It might even damage. So this is how the entire setup is. Now once you do the wiring, we will get into the configuration. So keep this wiring ready. And yeah, so once you are ready with the transmitter and the receiver, keep your transmitter with the batteries hooked up. So by the way, on the transmitter side, let me just show it to you what I did. So basically the transmitter comes with multiple AAA cell battery, right? So what I did was I tried to put up a kind of 8065 18650 batteries, so that we can easily recharge. Because if you put the normal batteries here, within 2 or 3 days of usage, it just drains up. You have to keep replacing the battery. It's a headache. So I would suggest go for a rechargeable battery, and you can wire it your positive and negative terminal. It's very easy. Or if you are beginner, you don't want to mess it up, that's fine. You can just go ahead with the normal batteries and put it up. So I just want to show it to you. So guys, go ahead and keep your transmitter and the receiver which comes along connected to your PixHawk, and I will be back soon. In the next video, I will show you how to configure and set it up, and we will try to take it forward from there. Goodbye.